In this part 6 of the Google Sheets Gantt chart using Sparkline, we rearrange our timeline to form a perfect chart. So we begin with the ID, which is sequence count of the task ID or the man hours. Continue with the predecessor, data validation over the ID range. Then OK and save. And let's say we have a maximum of 5 men per shift. So data validation, we can hire a maximum of 5 men per shift. So that's a maximum of 5 men per task. And there are 3 shifts in a day. So data validation, we can have maximum of 3 shifts per task per day. So we can have maximum of 3 shifts. So we continue with the start day formula, which is if the predecessor is empty, then it's empty. If the predecessor equals the ID, then the task follows itself. So it is 0. If the predecessor is greater than 0, then index the predecessor over the end day, range, because we're dragging this formula, so we lack their reference. Then enter. Now we can drag the formula over the column. So each row has a formula. Next, we continue with the duration, which is our formula of the number of man hours divided by 8 times the number of shifts times the number of men. Enter. And we'll correct this. So if Control V equals empty, then it's empty. Otherwise, calculate. So if the man hours is empty, then it's empty. Otherwise, calculate. So enter. Now it's corrected. Next, we continue with the ending, which is our formula, the start day plus the duration. So we correct this. If, then paste, equals 0, then empty, otherwise calculate. So if the sum is 0, then it's empty, otherwise calculate. Now it's corrected. And our default will be 1 man per task and 1 shift per day. We'll drag this downwards. And we continue. Let's say task 1 is the first task, also it follows itself. Task 2 follows task 1. Task 3 follows task 2. And continue with the ending, which is equal to our formula, the end date minus maximum of the end date plus the target date. And we correct this. So if, then paste, equals empty, then empty. Otherwise, calculate. So if the end day is empty, then it's empty. Otherwise, calculate. Now it's corrected. We continue with the start date. You can also continue the timeline, which is equal to if the start date is empty, then it's empty. Otherwise, sparkline. Sparkline of the task and duration, and the chart type will be bar. And the color one will be white. And finally, the maximum will be the maximum of the end date. But we have to lock the reference. We lock the reference, close the maximum, close the curly bracket, and close the formula. Enter. And we drag this downwards. And finally, the start date, which is our formula, the end date minus the duration. Enter. And we'll clean this. So if the duration, copy. If empty, then it's empty. If the duration is empty, if the duration is empty, then it's empty. Otherwise, calculate. Now it's corrected. And we continue with the project start date, which is equal to minimum of the start dates. Our project start date is May 13, 2021. The end date is December 12, 2021. Now we can continue. I would like to add three more. So insert and add three more here. Or maybe four. And I'll drag this as our default, the entire column. Let's say task 4 has 400 man hours, task 5 will have 700 man hours, task 6 will have 900 man hours, task 7 will have 300 man hours. And I'll drag this downwards. And I'll drag this downwards. So task 4 follows task 3. And task 5 follows task 4. And task 6 follows task 5. And task 7 follows task 6. So I can always refresh this and refresh the timeline. I would like to add some more. So I'd like to have a maximum. Let's say add two more. I'd like to add maybe three more. And task 8 will have 700 man hours. Task 9 will have 500 man hours. Task 10 will have 900 man hours. Drag our default. Drag the start date. And drag the timeline. Let's say now task 8 follows task 7. So this is task 7. And task 9 follows task 8. And task 10 follows task 9. So again, drag the start day column and drag the end day column. Just to make sure. I like to, so our starting date is November 10, 2019. That is last year. So let's look for a task that can start immediately. Let's say task 6. Task 6 can start immediately. So task 6 precedes itself. So drag this and drag the timeline. So the last task is task 10 and our starting date now is October 25, 2020. Let's improve this. I would like to shorten task 10. I say I have 3 men in this task. So drag this. December 27, 2020. And drag this. That's our starting date. So December 27. I want this to shorten. So what will I do? I'll have 2 shifts. And I'll have 2 men per shift. So January 8, 2021. So refresh and refresh this. Refresh this one. So the start date is now January 8, 2021. Let's say I want task I want this task 9 to follow task 2. So I'll change that. Task 9 to follow task 2. So task 9 now follows task 2. That's March 21, 2021. Let's refresh that just in case. And refresh this. Let's say I want task 5 to follow task 9. I want task 5 to follow task 9. So task 5 will follow task 9. So change this to task 9. And refresh. April 6, 2021. I'll add more men for task 6. I'll have 3 men. And I'll have 2 men for task 1. So that's May 7, 2021. I want 2 shifts or 3 shifts for task 5. 3 shifts for task 5. So refresh and refresh. Let's say I want 2 shifts for task 2 to have 2 shifts. And I want 3 men for task 2. And I also want